Look alive, Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
You expected otherwise? Hey, show a little respect.
Sorry, boss. You've just gotta understand. We ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
How about you let me decide what we're doing next?
Of course, it's your call. I'm just trying to offer some advice here. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Sure. And I suppose you'll have someone else give the orders while I'm gone. Convenient.
Hey, ever since you set foot in Nuka World, I've been looking out for your interests. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle, right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you've got it.
Hopefully they have one of those towns for the
look who it
parents
is.
where I can wait
Liking
for
what
you.
you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Not long enough, if you ask me.
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
I think it was about 4.9 seconds. Give or take.
Happened a little too quick, if you ask me.
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea's a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
I don't like where this is going.
I shudder to imagine what this ruffian considers music.
Whoa, what music? I don't hear any music.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require three things: territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. And there are two ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land? Or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
You know me. When given the choice, I always prefer the peaceful solution.
Talking isn't my strong suit. Wiping is a lot easier, but up to you.
Not every settlement is occupied by people. If we're gonna wipe someone out, make it a place full of mutants or mole rats.
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The Disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp.
I'm sure the ladies will be happy to get some blood on their hands. For a good cause, of course. Hell, for any cause.
I guess even in Raiders crews, it's ladies first.
The disciples will be grateful. Let's just hope that gratitude doesn't cost us our lives.
Those disciple women scare me. Good idea to do them a favor.
The Operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them.
I bet you they can manage to keep looking bored through the whole thing.
Guess we'll be sitting at the cool kid table now.
If the operators had any real class, they'd turn the offer down.
Let's just hope that settlement doesn't have any mirrors. Operators spend way too much time in front of them.
The Pack.
Sure. I'll get a steak on a string or something.
Gotta let the dogs run around every once in a while, huh?
I'm sure they'll be howling in appreciation of your gift.
Sometimes you've got to give a dog a bone. Or a settlement. Either one works in this case.
Let's just hope they don't mark the territory. If you get my meaning.
That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
Not just yet.
Sure. Take your time.